Hey! In my last video, I covered a mod by Steam user Deadlock. This mod was called Alone. It's a mod for a video game called Left 4 Dead 2. And even though it wasn't really something that was asked for, I still promised if that video did good, I would do a follow-up. That video did good. It is currently the best performing video on my channel. So who am I to deny that lightning can possibly strike twice? For those of you who hadn't seen my first video, Alone is a mod that pretty much strips you of all of your AI companions and any other possible players. It's a completely single-player mutation, in every sense of the word. However, even when you're alone, you are not helpless. You could pick yourself up from incapacitation, you could shove special infected off of yourself, and really that's about it. The downsides are, of course, being that you still have to deal with every single horde by yourself. You still have to scrounge for ammo and supplies. And ammo, unfortunately, does not come cheap. Your ammo pool is reduced in all weapon categories, and to say that you have to rely on your secondaries would be an understatement. In my own gameplay, I rely very heavily on the pistols. Now that you're caught up to speed, let's go ahead and get into the actual meat and potatoes of the video. The continuation. As I promised, I would play through every single one of Left 4 Dead 1's campaigns, going from No Mercy to the Sacrifice. Of course, in my first video, I already played through the entirety of No Mercy, so I will be skipping that and going into the Crash Course and moving on from there. All that said and done, let's go ahead and get into Crash Course.
Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? Oh God, I'm gonna die.
Pilot's license revoked.
Crash Course is complete. I won't lie to you, I don't really play this map that much, so I kind of got lost in the beginning, so I had to cut a little bit out, but I mean, you saw the whole ordeal, for the most part. For the sake of this video not being too long, I am going to start cutting a little more throughout the rest of the campaigns, because, admittedly, this is going to be a long-ass video. My first video was only 40-something minutes long, and this one, at the time of recording this and editing, is currently 22 minutes, and the only campaign that I finished editing for is Crash Course. But anyways, all that said and done, let's go ahead and move on into Death Toll. I'll try to give a little more commentary as it goes along this time. On my way out from the safe room, I noticed a neat little piece of graffiti on the wall. On October 2nd, Johnny, someone who at some point was in the safe room, killed 12 infected with just his bare hands, and then 2 days later, on October 4th, he was killed by friendly fire. This is not important in any way, shape, or form. I just thought it was neat that this guy got killed by friendly fire on my birthday.
Died on my birthday.
That's it. case you couldn't tell, smokers were very, very quickly becoming a pain in my ass. I have no idea why. It doesn't stop here. They proceed to be an absolute nuisance throughout the entire rest of my playthrough, including chargers for some reason, as you saw with what's that campaign called? Crash Course. As you saw with Crash Course, for some reason the charger just really wanted to ram me into walls. I don't know what the fucking special infected's problem is, but the smoker and the charger just really hate me throughout this entire playthrough.
I've got the bell. You stay the hell out.
Oh, bullshit.
I heard that. Your words mean shit to me. Ding dong. Ding dong. Dinner served. Come and get it.
Yeah.
Hello? We're heading to the military outpost upriver. We can come get you in 10 minutes. Arm yourselves for the trip and tell me when to head out.
God damn it.
Tell us when you're ready to be picked up. Let us know when you're ready to be picked up. Use the radio to let us know when you're...
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're on our way.
And with that, death toll is complete. I have to confess, just a little bit, it took me a while to record the next 3. I want to say I did Crash Course and Death Toll in the same day, and then around the time that I did Dead Air, I started to become sick, to which I then tested myself, and I came up positive for the virus, which I can't say what it actually is because YouTube algorithm would just assassinate me, but you can fill in the blanks. You probably know what it is. It's the one we had a pandemic over, a whole shutdown and all that. And around the time of recording Dead Air, I felt ill. Around the time I recorded Blood Harvest and The Sacrifice, I was physically coughing my lungs out and I should not have been at my desk. I was maybe 4, 5 days in, and I decided to get out of bed. Even now, I still got the cough. I'm fighting off the urge. Was fighting off the urge to cough. Yeah, the virus kind of killed the production of this video for a little bit, but at the very least, I did get the recordings done. And Blood Harvest and The Sacrifice, I think I recorded 4 days ago now. No, 3 days ago. And I'm now ready to go back to work. So, both literally and figuratively, I go to work tonight. But, yeah, that's just about all I had to say. Let's go ahead and get into Dead Air. I'm not gonna lie to you, a very large part of me felt like this revolver was completely fucking useless. I almost regret changing my Desert Eagle into it, but at the same time, when it works, it works. That said, to give the revolver some credit, it does enough damage against special infected where you can still put down every single special infected within the 6-round limit. It's just against hordes that 6 rounds doesn't really get the job done. It might be good if you're using the Deagle with 8 rounds, and you haven't changed it like I have, but once you get rid of those 2 extra rounds, it stops being as viable against hordes, and I just prefer the basic pistols over it. Hearing a tank this close to the safe room door is a fucking terrifying way to enter a level. I had no idea where this thing could be. It could have been in the apartments just above me, or it could have been right at the crane, but whatever the case, hearing that tank this early into this level is terrifying. I hate it. I don't even want to, even conceivably think about the idea of a tank in that small of a space to begin with.
Jesus. Hey, Ayn Rand International Airport.
Alright, gas me up, and we can fly out of here. The pub's gonna make a real racket. You make sure you're ready for a fight before you start her up. Hit the fuel button and let's get out of here.
Yep, I'm ready.
I can hear the truck pumping.
So that was dead air. Now we're getting to the parts of the video where I was just kind of miserable. Um, I had an idea, right, for an introduction that I was going to do leading into the Blood Harvest and Dead Air, but I already recorded one, and I didn't realize that until I looked back at my footage for Blood Harvest. And by that, am I having a stroke? Anyways, for Blood Harvest and Sacrifice, but at the beginning of Blood Harvest, for some reason, I recorded an intro. I didn't realize that until I looked back at the footage and, moved it into another folder so I can get to it easier without having to rummage through all my OBS recordings, because I just kind of keep them all in the same place. So, basically, I already have an intro. You're now going to hear past me, who's maybe 4 or 5 days into having COVID, miserably try to communicate the problem. So, to put it simply, I'm sick with the virus. The one that put us in a lockdown. I can't say it by name, or YouTube is going to curb my algorithmic influence. I was going to record the last couple campaigns during my weekend, and then I was gonna actually edit shit together beyond just basic stuff. But I've been so sick with this shit. It is 4 or 5 days in, and this is the first time I'm sitting at my computer, because every time I've tried, I've just been too tired. I've just gone right back to my bed over there, laid down, and that was it. That was the end of it. I didn't try beyond that. I'm doing it now because I woke up at 2:39 a.m. feeling well rested but still miserable, and I have a buttload of sore throat spray and some cough syrup in me. So I'm going to attempt to finish this. This right here is what I do for you. Remember that. Fucking God, I hate myself.
Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? Oh, God. I'm gonna die.
What the fuck is happening? What's hurting me? What's hurting me? What the fuck is happening? What's happening? Am I dying? I'm incapacitated? What the fuck do you mean? What? Huh? So in case it wasn't obvious, that wasn't supposed to happen. For some reason, the mod has a really bad habit of not fully securing you once you get into the safe room. Like, I've had an instance where I've gotten into the safe room door, closed it, and then I accidentally hit the interact button after I closed the safe room door, reopening it. Because when the screen cuts to black after the safe room door closes, you can still interact with the level a little bit. You just tap R and it goes to the next one and, goes to the usual level transition. But because sometimes you can accidentally reopen the safe room door, that means whatever's outside of it can follow you in, and you won't be allowed to rest and move on to the next chapter because the safe room door technically isn't closed. This is especially bad if common infected get inside the safe room with you. You can remedy this by killing them, but you won't be able to see them, so you're just blind shooting or swinging or whatever the fuck you need to do to kill them. In the event of that, I had fully took my hands off my keyboard and mouse as soon as the safe room door closed to pick up my phone to look at, I guess the time or something. And then I look back and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm dying. What's happening? And then I'm incapacitated. Thankfully, once I got up, it restored my vision so I could see what I was doing, so I could see what was happening. It's kind of just one of those weird, unfortunate things. And now that I have footage of it, I'll probably try to contact the mod creator and be like, hey, there's a small issue in your mod in that you can die in the safe room for no good fucking reason. I've been incapacitated by a hunter in there and died, and it wouldn't restart properly because technically, as far as the mod was concerned, I made it to the safe room. It's really weird. It doesn't happen often, but it happens rarely enough that it's just something that's in the back of my mind every time I manage to make it to the safe room. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I'm not gonna lie to you, by this point, I really wanted to go to bed. I felt exhausted, and trying to escape that tank was the worst possible thing that I could have endured. Seriously, it's hard to convey with words how I was feeling. I had a fog over my brain and a massive, dull headache just kind of overtaking the back of it. By this point, I really should have just hopped off my computer and went to bed, but for some reason, in spite of how I was feeling, I kept going. All of this was made even worse by the fact that I had realized in this moment that I forgot to change the difficulty to advanced. Meaning, if I was going to keep consistent with the other campaigns, this was going to get a lot harder for me.
Oh my god! Gross!
Yes, you are seeing that right. I did just leave the safe room without even grabbing a medkit. This is just one prime example of how mentally absent I was the entire time I was playing this.
Holy shit.
Unfortunately, the game decided it wanted to try to create a roadblock for me by putting a zombify proximity mine directly in the way of me in the final part of this campaign. Unfortunately for the game, it also gave me the French-made Spaz 12, chambered in 12 gauge and perfect for executing crying little bitches. I of course immediately went back for my AKM because nothing in this game, Spare for the Witch, is immune to 762x39.
Hello.
Jesus Christ. Captain, we got somebody alive out there. We read you loud and clear, survivors. We are prepping an extraction team. Prepare yourselves and radio back when you're ready. Please advise when ready.
Oh, sorry, I'm just screwing my mic back in the stand. I realized with the way my setup is, I don't actually have enough room to hold the mic. Decided to try that. That's my DIY pop filter. Pop filter. Anyways, so that was Blood Harvest. We're about to move on to the Sacrifice. And I wasn't going to bring attention to it, but I'm gonna bring attention to it now. I've taken so long to edit this video that every time I record one of these transitionary pieces, I'm wearing something different. Like every single time. The background lighting's different as well. You can see light coming through the window that's in my closet. Don't question why it's in my closet. Alright? You don't want to know what my room is like. Hold on. How are you doing? Doing okay, bud? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi to the camera, buddy? You wanna say hi? Come here, you got something to say? Alright, big bitch. That sounded like you were about to puke. Get the fuck off me. You old fuck. Love you, buddy. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're about to go into the Sacrifice. I won't hold you up anymore. This has been an interesting journey, an interesting part of my life as well right now. I mean, that last video popped the fuck off. I checked it. 30,000 views? Really? For me? Huh. I can't believe it. I can't hardly believe it. Oh, I gotta have more, like, faith in myself, I guess. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. If you've enjoyed everything so far, I'm gonna go ahead and do it early. Like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share the video. Annoy your friends with it. Why not? Don't do that. I don't want to be responsible for that. If I do pop off in the future, I don't want to be that guy who told his viewers to annoy people with me. Although, I know how this goes, so that might end up being the case anyways. But anyways, enjoy. That's the point. this encounter went a lot better than I thought it would. Every other time I had ever played the sacrifice, I usually went down here. I would die numerous times. The fact that I had managed to get a hold of so many biobombs was probably the only reason I was able to survive this. Seriously, doing this fight without a Molotov is hell, and it's especially bad if you're by yourself. The amount of commons that get in your way is just, it's obnoxious. Despite that, however, I still survived, and I was allowed to continue on. Unfortunately, my survival would be short-lived. We all know how this campaign ends. So something I forgot about, until I got this part in editing, was the fact that I had this mod installed. This mod basically has the entire objective of making the sacrifice campaign more like it is in the comics, but it also adds some extra functionality to it in that you could potentially save yourself. In just a little spoiler warning, I didn't do all the steps to save myself. So, for those of you who are looking forward to me dying, congratulations, I'm still gonna die.